Peace, Infinite Waters diving deep once again. We've got a lot of disturbed people out here. What are we gonna do? 5 disturbing things you're doing to yourself every day. Can I get a hello there? Much love to all the deep divers out there. I've been getting tons of questions about not feeling good enough, from women who say they've got body issues, to men who say they are useless to society. Now, if you've got a question, Instagram us at Infinite Waters or go to the website ralphsmart.com. Now, before we go into the solutions, let's take a little look at some of the most disturbing things you do, and I've done in the past, we do to ourselves. The first one is what I call ascribing intent. So you've just emailed someone, right? You're eating cereal, right? And you check back in the next 5 seconds. They haven't replied. You start having a panic attack. Then you check back in the next 10 seconds. They haven't replied. And you say, hey, they don't like me. So you ascribe intent and now you feel miserable. When what they are doing is a reflection of who they are, it is not a reflection of who you are. It has nothing to do with you. Let me repeat that. It has nothing to do with you. But in your mind, you're saying, well, actually it does. Okay, it's because I'm unattractive. Nobody likes me because nobody likes me because nobody likes me. You see, happy people, the happiest people in the world never ascribe intent. They're like, well, it's their loss. Too bad. Okay, the second most disturbing thing we all do is using ourselves as punch bags, right? Okay, how do we do this? Because this is the key point here. What we do a lot of the times is that we are so kind to everybody else, but the moment we slip up in anything, we give ourselves hell. We trash talk ourselves. We slap ourselves across the face, and then we expect to feel well afterwards. Have you heard of cognitive dissonance? When you have 2 opposing beliefs and you're really confused. So what happens to the person who says, I hate my job, and then goes to work? Well, they have cognitive dissonance. They know it's bad for them, but they're still there anyway. So the only way they can get around that is by changing their beliefs and their perception. So they say, well, I gotta eat. Not realizing they have another choice and they don't have to go through every day beating themselves up. What about the person who is in an abusive relationship who says, well, I don't want to be alone? Cognitive dissonance. What about the person who says, I don't have time to work on my dream, but I've got a lot of time to watch and fill my mind with all of this entertainment nonsense, right? Cognitive dissonance. And you justify it by saying, well, I'm just waiting for the right moment. I understand. But be kinder to yourself. That is the secret. That's what I'm practicing more and more each day, to realize, hey, one step at a time. A lot of us, we're feeling overwhelmed right now on the planet, and it's because we've bitten a bit too much more than we can chew. Focus on what you're good at and do it well every single day. At the same time, even if you mess up, hey, take a day off. Number 3 is comparing yourself to other people. Now, this is deeply disturbing because we do it all the time, whether it's a celebrity. Instagram is probably the biggest source of that. Or Facebook. How many likes did they get? Oh, they're living in this massive mansion. And then you look at your life and it's terrible. So we focus on celebrities because most of our lives are complete misery. You are the star. You don't need to focus on a celebrity. If only I'd known that. You are the star, right? Of your own story. But what happens when we say, no, I'm not. Their life is better than mine. Now, guess what? You are gonna want to wear a mask. Number 4. You're trying to be someone who you're not. Right? Many people who say, I don't like my body, you might even go on a diet just to look like someone else who is on that diet, but that diet may not be right for you. I love plant-based foods. This is what works for me. I don't want to follow your diet because I have a lifestyle. I eat well, I feel great, and I do amazing things. Now, many times we want to be someone else because we are so far removed from who we are. We are so desensitized to our organic feeling that the thought of it is a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. So the way around this is really to go and dump yourself off in the woods and stay there for at least 4 years. And then you will really get to know yourself. And you won't want to be anyone else. Because for those 4 years, you haven't had a choice but to be with yourself. Okay, and lastly, it's when you have a fear of making mistakes. So I posted on Instagram, the moment I stopped waiting for the perfect moment, I began to get things done. Now, what's worse than making a mistake? Not doing anything at all, right? A lot of people say, Ralph, yeah, I'm working on this dream I have, on this vision. I'm like, great, have you started? They're like, no, it's too risky. I don't want to make a mistake. So you haven't done anything. And that's right. Right? Mistakes will only lead you to where you want to go to. They are the stepping stones to help you become your greatest version. I love making mistakes, baby. Right? It means I'm doing something. I don't want everything to be perfect. We don't live in a perfect world, for goodness sake. So get used to the rough, rugged, and raw. The good, the bad, the ugly. And get on with it. But we are deeply disturbed every single day when we are even afraid of trying. Goodness gracious, what has the world come to? There are no mistakes once you give it a go. Oh, really, Ralph? Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Let's debate about that. Have a beautiful day. Much love to all the deep divers out there. We are here. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.